Unit 2 Test. Oral Comprehension, page 16. DC Hacks. You will hear a TV correspondent reporting from a competition. Listen and complete the sentences.
Hello, and welcome to this year's DC Hacks, one of the most famous hackathons in the world. Now, to clear up any misunderstandings before we start, hackathons are nothing to do with hacking. They are competitions in which participants create apps for smartphones or programs for computers. This involves not only designing the app or program, but also writing the code, which enables the ideas to be turned into reality. It's easy to take apps for granted nowadays, but even a simple idea takes a lot of effort and knowledge to develop. What's unique about DC Hacks is that all the participants are high school students, so we may be seeing the future Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg here. At the moment, there's a buzz of conversation as the organizers welcome the early arrivals. Soon, everyone will have turned up. Registration has started, and the organizers insist on punctuality. The hall here resembles an airport departure lounge, as each participant is clutching a small, hand luggage-sized bag. They'll be here for 2 days, and for the duration of the contest, no one is permitted to leave the building unless in an emergency. Therefore, they've been asked to bring a sleeping bag, as well as a change of clothes, some basic toiletries, and of course, their smartphones and laptops. One interesting thing about DC Hacks is that it isn't only for experienced computer code writers. There are mentors available to help those who have never written code before. Of course, participants have to be willing to learn and must have a certain level of computer skills because once they've been shown what to do, it's up to them to write the code themselves. It's a lot of information to take in, so even non-coders have to be confident computer users who won't be put off by technical jargon and unknown concepts. The contestants aren't required to work alone, although that possibility exists if they prefer. The rules of the competition allow for participants to work in groups of up to 4 people. In order to help them prepare for this, they'll start their weekend learning how to work together, share ideas and workloads, and generally cooperate effectively in a team-building session. This is just one of a number of workshops that are being held during the weekend, and it helps to remind us that, although this is a competition, the real goal of the organizers is for the weekend to be a learning process, which should benefit and inspire everyone taking part. In last year's DC Hacks, there were just over 300 participants, with 57 mentors looking after them, a ratio of almost 1 mentor for every 5 students. The prize money was quite modest, with a total value of around $3,000. But the real riches can be gained by those who take the opportunity to increase their knowledge of coding and design and use this to further their future careers. One final point about DC Hacks that's worth mentioning is that it attracts many sponsors who provide the finance necessary to cover all the costs involved. This means that taking part is completely free of charge for all contestants. Even food is provided. This is a fascinating event, and everyone here, students, organizers, judges, and observers, is waiting expectantly for it to start. We'll be here with up-to-date news, interviews with participants and mentors, and of course, the final results when they're announced.